Hello and welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another game from the 1967 Impossible Dream season career replay. It's a game from May 24th. This game actually was a game I played leading up to this on May 23rd to finish all of the Chicago-Minnesota games up until this point. Unfortunately, I kind of wish I would have recorded this game in a way. Because this was a very, very exciting game with a dramatic finish. The Chicago White Sox actually took a 7-0 lead over the Minnesota Twins, and then it became 7-2 after 4, and then each scored a run to become 8-3 after 6. Then Minnesota began their comeback. They scored 2 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th to tie it. And it was a dramatic walk-off home run by, you guessed it, Harmon Killebrew. His 12th home run of the season to seal the deal. So that was pretty awesome. As it was a walk-away for a while with Chicago. With Jim, who was it that was pitching? Who started? Mudcat Grant started from Minnesota, and he got rocked on early on, only lasted 3 2/3 innings. And Buzz Hart, ironically, he had a bad season in 1967, pitched 4 innings, allowing 6 hits, only 2 runs though, but with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts, and his batter's his pitch count got up there, and so I had to. And they were ahead by quite a bit, but a situation came up where they could have increased their lead more, and I decided to pinch hit for him, in which it did work out. As you can see, J.C. Martin pinch hit and got a base hit, so I pulled him there because his pitch count was getting up there, and unfortunately the relief pitchers Wilhelm Howard. And especially Higgins came in and basically coughed up the lead. And then Locker came in and gave up the game-winning homer to Harmon Killebrew. So anyway, that was an exciting game. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. And so we're going to go on with the matchup from May 24th of 1967, which I'll show you in just a second. So we'll be right back with those totals. Actually, let me see if I can find the. It's not here. Let's see here. Let's go with the play-by-play here, so you can kind of see the leading up to it. So here's the play-by-play, which we'll go through as quickly as we can. So, alright, so you can see that the run scored by Chicago to take the lead. There's the 4th inning there. And, so there's the 4th one, 7-0. And then the bottom of the 4th, Minnesota did end up getting 2 runs there. And then in the 5th, no scoring in the 5th. And actually, I did pinch hit. Yeah, he started off an inning, so I decided to pinch hit for him just because I think his batter's face count was only down to like 1 left or something like that. 1 or 2. So I decided to pinch hit for him there. Even though if I would have let him pitch another inning, he may have gotten the possible win there. Anyway, hindsight 2020 there. I was more concerned about his pitch count and everything. Because he probably would have gotten pulled anyway during the inning if certain roles came up. So anything in the 6th inning, each scored a run. And then the 7th, they scored 2 runs. I think it was Tony Oliva homered. And then they scored another run there. And then on the 8th, it was a big inning. They scored 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth, started by Harmon Killebrew with a single. And then they scored 3 runs. Oops, scored 3 runs there. And then, top of the 9th, they went 1, 2, 3. And then, as Worthington got the pitch to scoreless 9th. And then, with 2 outs, and the base is empty, Harm Killebrew hit his 12th home run to win it for a walk-off win for Minnesota. So pretty exciting there. So, alright, so I'll be back with the start of the game from May 24th. Back with the game from May 24th of 1967. With the Chicago White Sox going up against the Minnesota Twins. White Sox come in with a record of 18-14. Minnesota 15-18. And it's going to be Dean Chance going for Minnesota against Gary Peters for the Chicago White Sox. Now, Gary Peters did win the Rookie of the Year award in his, can't remember, 62 or 63 in his rookie season. I think he had about a 10-year career overall. Won 20 games at least once, I think maybe twice. And Dean Chance, we all know about Dean Chance. He won 20 games a couple of times. I think Peters actually won the Cy Young. Didn't win the Cy Young award, but I think he did win 20 games. Let me check here just to be sure. Alright, yes, he did win 20 games in 1964 and 93, so came close to winning 20 games twice, so won it once. But anyway, Dean Chance on the hill for the Minnesota Twins. The game with a 7 innings and 3.18 earned run average, 65 innings pitched, 69 hits allowed. So he has allowed more hits than innings pitched, which he allowed about 40 less in the actual season than innings pitched. So that's been a little higher. 57 strikeouts and 15 walks. He did win 20 games in 1997, 20, and 14. So the defense behind him is going to be Allison in left, Tovar in center, Oliva in right. Oliva the best range in right and most short-handed. Tovar is most short-handed with 1, but all of 3 of them are short-handed. Oliva with the best arm, having an average arm in right. Allison below average in left, and Tovar average in center. Rollins, Versailles, Carew, and Killebrew in the infield. Not much range on the infield, with Versailles and Carew up the middle having an average range, and Rollins and Killebrew below average range on the corners. But all pretty sure-handed except for Versailles, who commit his fair share of errors at shortstop. Zimmerman behind the plate is above average range with excellent pass ball rating and a slightly above average arm. Chance on the hill, excellent range, but will commit a good amount of errors. So the lineup for the visiting Chicago White Sox is going to be Don Buford, the third baseman, will lead it off, followed by Tommy Agee, the center fielder. Pete Ward, the left fielder, will hit third. Batting cleanup, Tommy McCraw, first baseman. Ken Berry is the right fielder hitting fifth. J.C. Martin behind the plate, who's already homered in this series. Will bat sixth. Jerry Adair, who would also play for the Red Sox, bats seventh. Ron Hansen, the shortstop, hits eighth, and Gary Peters on the hill will bat ninth. So Chance looks in for the sign from Zimmerman. Here's the windup and the pitch. And you can see Mr. Brody was there earlier, but he's in the back room now. He's letting Purple Monkey and Blue Penguin, along with Blue Duck, co-host the game today. Perhaps he might be on a little bit later. So Buford comes in, hitting .271 in the replay with 6 runs batted in. And it's going to be 5-1. And that's going to be a liner to short for out number 1. So Tommy Agee right now comes in hitting just .203 with 3 homers and 11 runs batted in on the replay. Chance looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And a possible error on a throw here. And that's going to ball to third. Rollins. Oh, he's going to boot it here. It's going to be a throwing error on Rollins as he pulls Killebrew off the bag. So 1-out base runner. So 1 on for Pete Ward. Ward having a good replay, hitting .317 with a homer and 15 run. Not much power yet, though. So Chance looks in for the sign from Zimmerman. Killebrew holding on AG. Looks at the runner, kicks and delivers. And he takes a strike. Full count now. Next pitch is going to be, he's going to fight it off for a single. As AG will motor his way to third, so runners at the corners with 1 down. For Tommy McGraw. McGraw having an excellent season so far, hitting .368 with 9 runs batted in. Over 140 points higher than his season average of .236. Here's the windup in the pitch. By Chance, 1-2. And he takes a ball, so full count now. And he'll fly out to right. See if this is going to be deep enough to score AG. And it will be. As AG will come in to score on the sacrifice fly by. And the White Sox take a 1-0 lead. Ward will hold us first. Setting up Ken Berry. Right for comes in hitting .250 on the season. 2 homers, 13 runs batted in. Pickoff, hold on. And that is going to be a pickoff on Ward at first. So Chance picks off Ward, and that will end the inning. And let's see, do I need to do this? I think AG did yeah. Yeah, AG reached on an error, so that would be an unearned run, which we said it was. All right, so Gary Peters on the hill now. Gary Peters having a fine replay so far. 16-11 on the actual season, 3-1 in the replay with just a 1.31 earned run average, 228 on the actual season. 61 innings pitched, has allowed only 31 hits, so 1 hit every 2 innings. That's unheard of. That's really low. Walking 15 batters and striking out 38. So Ward having a fine season. Peters having a fine season so far. The defense behind him is going to be Ward in left, AG in center, Berry in right. AG the most range in center, with Berry having the best arm in right. Ward and Berry very short-handed in left and right. AG will commit a few errors, despite his range, but he'll get to more balls than they will. So it kind of evens out. It's Buford, Hansen, Adair, and McGraw in the infield. McGraw, excellent defender at first. Buford above average at third, and Hansen and Adair average up the middle. Martin behind the plate, below average range with a very low pass ball rating, a good amount of pass balls. And a high error rating and below average arm. So the lineup for the Minnesota Twins is going to be Cesar Tovar, the center fielder, will lead it off, followed by the Hall of Famer Rod Carew at second. Zolio Versailles at shortstop hits third. Another Hall of Famer, Harmon Killebrew, who had the walk-off home run in yesterday's game, his 12th of the season, to give him a come-from-behind victory. We'll bat cleanup. Batting 5th, Tony Oliva, the right fielder. Batting 6th, Bob Allison, the left fielder. Followed by Rich Collins at 3rd. Jerry Zimmerman behind the plate hits 8th, and Dean Chance on the hill will bat 9th. So Tovar comes in, hitting .298 on the season so far with 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Here's a windup in the pitch by Peters. And he will hit Tovar, who gets hit quite a bit. Stuck out an elbow there, it looked like. So Tovar reaches to lead off the game. Next up, Rod Carew has been struggling on the season so far, hitting just .229, .292 on the actual season. 9 runs batted in. And it looks like Tovar is going to attempt to steal here. And he will be gunned down by Martin. Trying to get into scoring position, gets cut down. So base is empty now with the 1 down for and he will hit a grounder to first. McGraw has it. Take it to the bag himself for out number 2. Versailles up now. Versailles hitting just .172 on the season with 5 runs batted in. Hit just .200 on the actual season. And that's going to be a ground third. And that'll do it for the Twins in the first. So after 1 full, it's Chicago 1, Minnesota nothing. Chance back out on the hill. Ken Berry up now. It'll be Barry, Martin, and Adair. Berry hitting .250 in the replay. 2 homers, 13 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Chance. And he'll strike him out, swinging. So Chance gets his first K of the day. J.C. Martin up now, who's homered in the series. Hitting .220 with 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. And he takes a strike, so 3-2 the count now. And he'll fly out to Allison for out number 2. So to bring up Jerry Adair, wearing his Orioles outfit there. From 61, I didn't change the outfits as I'm also playing 1961 season. The Kai Yastrzemski career replay. So Adair hitting just .167 on the season in 12 at-bats. And he takes a strike, 3-2 the count now. And he'll give himself a single on the next pitch. So 2-out single for Adair. And Adair is going to try to steal here. Doesn't attempt a lot of steals, but he's going to be easily gunned down. So he's trying to get in the scoring position. So that'll end the inning. So Hansen will lead off the next inning. So bottom of the second, yesterday's hero Harmon Killebrew up now. Killebrew comes in hitting .265, 12 homers and 22 runs batted in. He would battle Yastrzemski for the home run title in 67. The year that Yastrzemski won the Triple Crown. 5-3. And that is 9. And I believe I want to say they tied for the home run title. Which still counts as getting the home run title. 6-1. And that will be, Buford will get to it and throw out Killebrew for out number 1. Alright, so hold on, I'm going to find my mouse here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Tony Oliva up now. Oliva comes in hitting just .194 on the season. About 100 points behind his that season average of .289. 4 homers and 6 runs batted in, so after a slow start. And he'll take ball 3. 3-1 to count now. And he'll get a base hit on the next pitch. So Leave is on with a 1-out single. So to bring up Bob Allison. Allison hitting .304 in the season with 7 homers and 19 runs batted in. So off to a good start for Allison. Ooh, hit and run, hold on. Let's try that again. We'll go 4. And that is going to be a walk. So runners on first and second with 1 down for Rich Rollins. Rollins hitting .271 in the replay with a homer and 9 runs batted in. And he'll strike out swinging. Missed that one by a mile. So 2 outs now for the catcher Zimmerman. Zimmerman hitting just .163. He only hit .167 in the actual season with 5 runs batted in. So very close to his actual stats. And let's see here. We'll go with the pickoff here. And he gets back safely. And there's Mr. Brody back in the co-host seat. All right, so let's see. So 4-6. I'll wait for the spinning circle to stop there. There we go. And Zimmerman will draw the walk. So that will load the bases. So looks like they pitched around Zimmerman to get the Chance, but Chance, without a hit on the season so far, only hit .033. So they definitely pitching around Zimmerman to get the Chance. And it looks like they're going to try a pickoff here. And they will. It'll be a balk. So Gary Peters tries to pick off at third and is charged with a balk. So that will move the runners up. And that will tie the game at 1. So Gary Peters walked in a run, well, balks in a run. So Chance didn't even have to get a hit to tie the game. Perhaps Chance's presence at home plate, which I doubt that did anything. See what he can do here, though. Is the pitch. And he'll strike out looking. But the Twins tie it up on the balk by Peters. And it's a 1-1 game as we head to the third. So Chance back out on the hill. Number 8 hitter Hansen to lead it off. Hansen hitting just .187 with a homer and 6 runs batted in. Peters on deck. And that's going to be ball 3. And he'll fly out to Tovar in center for out number 1. Peters up now. Peters hitting .143. 2 runs scored in 21 at bats. Peters not a bad hitter. Hit .212 with 2 homers. 13 runs batted in. So definitely not an automatic out. See if Peters can atone for his walk there. His balk. And he takes ball 3. 3-2 the count now on Peters. And he grounds the next one to Rollins at third. And that will do it. Or actually, they'll be out number 2. So it'll bring up John Buford with 2 outs and the base is empty. Buford 0 for 1 in the day so far. And he'll fly out to Allison and left to end the inning. So ahead to the home half of the third with the score. Chicago 1, Minnesota 1. Top of the order, Tovar, Carew, and Versailles up against Peters. Tovar, I believe, walked in his first at-bat. Sorry, he got hit. That's right, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat in the game. And he'll walk this time. So leadoff runner is on for Carew. Carew 0 for 1 on the day. And Drew takes ball 3. Peter's not happy with the call there. And next one's going to be a ground ball to Hansen at short. Can they turn 2? And no, his only play is going to be the first. That was just too slowly hit. So Tovar will move up to second. With 1 down now on the fielder's choice. For Zolio Versailles. Versailles 0 for 1 on the day. And he's going round 1 to Adair at second. This will get the runner over. But now with 2 down. Runner at third, so for Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the windup in the pitch by Peters. And he'll draw a walk. So the runner's at the corners with 2 down for Tony Oliva, who singled and scored his first time up. And he's going to ground one, who flips over to McGraw for out number 3. So we head to the 4th, with the score still knotted at 1. Chance back out on the hill. He'll face McGraw if anybody gets on bare. AG 0 for 1 with a run. And that is going to be a fly ball to left. And Allison will not get to a very tough play for Allison. That's going to be over his head. And he retrieves it quickly, though. And AG will reach with leadoff single. So AG is going to try to steal one here off Zimmerman. And he will be gunned down. So Zimmerman guns down AG trying to steal. So 3 stolen base attempts, I believe, and 3 caught stealing so far. So the catchers came to play for both teams. So the base is empty now with Ward, who's and he's going to get himself a base hit to pass Killebrew. So 1 out single. And they're going to go with the hit and run now with McGraw hitting. McGraw steps in the box, wind up in the pitch. And no base. And that'll be a line drive to short, and Ward was a little too far off the bag, gets doubled up. So that will end the inning. So we'll head to the home half of the 4th with the score tied at 1. So Peters has allowed just the 1 Minnesota hit so far. He has walked 4, though, including a balk, which scored the tying run. So it'll be Allison, Rollins, and Zimmerman up. Allison was the recipient of one of those walks. And that's going to be a fly ball to center for out number 1. Rich Rollins up now, struck out in his first at-bat. Here's. And he takes ball 3. Next pitch flies out to AG for out number 2. So 2 outs and the base is empty for Zimmerman. Zimmerman also walked his first time up. Unintentional walk. Intentional unintentional walk. 4-2. 1-3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Adair to end the inning. So 3 up and 3 down for the Twins in the 4th. So we head to the top 5th. 1-1. Barry will lead it off against Chance. He struck out. Also, and he'll strike out once again. So 1 down now for J.C. Martin, 0 for 1. So good pitchers duel so far, as promised. And that's going to be a walk for Martin. First walk of the day given up by Chance. Killebrew will hold him on. Adair up now. Singled his first at bat. And he takes ball 3. And he'll fly out to Allison for out number 2 as Martin makes his way back to first. So Ron Hansen up now, 0 for 1. He'll ground this one to Versailles short. Fires over the first for out number 3. So halfway through, it's Minnesota 1 and Chicago 1. So Chance out his first at-bat will lead it off against Peters. And he takes a strike, so full count now. Grounds up to Peters, who flips to McGraw for out number 1. Tovar up now, walked in his first time up. And second time up, and was hit by a pitch his first time up. And this time he'll strike out. Doesn't strike out that often, but does there. Called third strike. So 2 down now for Rod Carew, who's hitless on the day. And could be extra bases. And this is going to be hit into the gap between Barry and Agee. Barry up with it, but not before Carew ends up with a 2-out double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position for Versailles. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And no, did not get hit by the pitch. That's hit by a lot of pitches, but not there. And he will fly out to center to end the inning. So they cannot get the Carew home on the 2-out double. And it remains 1-1 as we head to the 6th. So Peters up first. He'll lead it off. Peters 0 for 1 on the day. And he'll strike out swing for out number 1. 3 Ks for Chance now. Buford up now, also looking for his first hit. He'll fly out to right, no error, as Oliva holds on to it for number 2. So Chance continues to baffle the hitters for the White Sox. 35. And he'll foul one off. Agee 1 for 2 with a run scored. And it'll be a range play on Allison, who's below average range. Will not get to this as it drops in. And actually goes all the way to the wall. And now Agee will be on with a 2-out double. So Ward with a chance. He's 2 for 2 today. He's figured out Chance. 3-5, and that's going to be a wild pitch possibly. No, it's going to be a pass ball on Zimmerman. No, it's just going to be a foul ball as Zimmerman has a pass ball rating. So the umpire said he got a piece of it. So Ward back in the box. Possible error on a throw here. Nope, and that will be a fly ball to Allison, and that will do it. So it remains 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Killebrew, Oliva, and Allison up for the Twins against Peters. Peterson still a lot left in the tank. Only allowed 4. So Killebrew is going to fouls one off. back in the box. Oops. And that is going to be a base hit for Harmon. So he'll reach with a leadoff single. So go ahead and run on for the Twins. And they're going to hit and run for Oliva, who's 1 for 2 of the runs scored. And he'll strike out swing. Big cut there by Oliva. And... oh, no. High throw by Martin. But Killebrew will reach with a stolen base on the botched hit and run. So Allison back in the box. Actually, no, I'm sorry, Oliva struck out. So 1 down now for Bobby Allison. Allison with a chance now with Killebrew in scoring position to give the Twins the lead. And he strikes out swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Peters. Brings up Rich Rollins, who's 0 for 2. He struck out once against Peters. Peters with 5 Ks on the day. Here's the pitch. And this could give the Twins the lead. And that's going to get down there. As that one gets over AG's head, goes to the wall. That'll score Killebrew from second easily. And Rich Rollins with a RBI double puts the Twins on top 2-1. So Zimmerman up now. Zimmerman 0 for 1 with a walk here. Rollins gets his lead off second. And this is a range check at Metropolitan Stadium, and no, just a check at Metropolitan, no range check. And that will be a ground ball to Adair. Flips over to McGraw to end the inning. But the Twins get on top on the RBI double by Rich Rollins, scoring Harmon Killebrew, and the Twins have a 2-1 lead as we go to the 7th. So chance now with the lead. He'll face McGraw, Berry, and Martin in the heart of the Chicago White Sox order. McGraw 0 for 1. And that is going to be a ground ball to Carew at second. Over to So Ken Berry up now. He's been up twice, and he struck out twice against Chance. Possible error on a throw here, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Let's see if Rollins can make the play, and he cannot. And that is going to go over Killebrew's head and into the stands. And they'll award second base to Berry, so Rich Rollins, who just gave the Twins the lead with an RBI double, throws it away. And Berry will be on second base with 1 down. So the tying run in scoring position now. And Chance is going to wheel around and try the daylight play here. And no, Berry's back safely, just safely. J.C. Martin up now, 0 for 1 with a walk. And that is going to be a wild pitch by Chance. And Berry will reach third now. So a fly ball could score a run here now. And he's going to take strike 2, full count now. He grounds this one back to Chance. Chance looks at the runner. And Berry hold at third. And Chance go to first for out number 2. So to bring up Jerry Adair. Adair 1 for 2. And they're going to check off at third. And Barry's back safely. Missing around over there. And that is a ground ball to short over to Killebrew, and that'll do it. So perhaps they should have tried to score on there, but Chance fielded it in perfect position to throw home, so he had the breaks at third there, or else that would have most likely been a dead duck. So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th with the White Sox down by a run. Chance will lead it off for the Twins. Chance 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he'll line out to McGraw at first for out number 1. Soft liner. So 1 down now for Tovar. Tovar 0 for 1 with... And also got hit by a... And he'll walk once again. Second walk of the day. So one on and 1 out as McGraw holds him on. And there is action in Chicago bullpen. Lefty on lefty, so they're going to let him pitch to Carew. He's 1 for 3 with a double. And that's going to be a base hit. Tovar will hold at second, and that is going to be it for Peters as he comes out of the game, trailing 2-1, responsible for both base runners on. Just 1 out. Let's see here who we're going to bring in. The 2 righties coming up. Let the computer pick. Alrighty, so let's see here. I'm going to go with a... Is it Wilbur Wood? Actually, we decided not to go with Wilbur Wood. That's right. Because of the... there, let's see who the computer picks now. John Buzzhart. He pitched in yesterday's game, so I'm not going to allow him to pitch. Although we did only pitch 4 innings, but still. I'll go with Hoyt Wilhelm, I guess. I guess he's as good as any. Close game still. Alright, so Hoyt Wilhelm will come on the pitch. He's having an excellent replay, even better than his phenomenal season in 1967. He's got 3 saves already with a 0.43 earned run average. Only had 1.31 in the actual season with 8-3 record and 12 saves. He's pitched 20 2/3 innings, only allowed 5 hits. Yes, 5 hits in those 20 2/3 innings. But he has walked 10 and struck out 18, so he's been a little bit wild. Although gnawing along a lot of hits. So Wilhelm in there with 1 down and runners on first and second. Trying this a 2-1 game. Versailles up there. Versailles 0 for 3 on the day. And that will be a... No, he's going to take ball 3, so full count now. Thought he had strike 3 there. 5-3, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. Ward will make the catch for out number 2. So the dangerous Harmon Killebrew up now, yesterday's hero, who homered in the bottom of the 9th to give the Twins the victory. Now here in the bottom of the 7th. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. See if he can... Wilhelm looks in for the sign, looks at the runners, kicks and delivers. And oh, he takes ball 3. So Wilhelm not very happy with the umpiring. Thought he had a strikeout again. And Killebrew will get the base hit. That will score Tovar from second and make it a 3-1 lead. So Killebrew comes through, gives the Twins an insurance run. Tony Oliva up now, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he'll take a strike. 3-2 the count now. This will be off on the pitch. Will be a ground ball to Adair over to McGraw to end the inning. But they do get an insurance run. The RBI single by Killebrew, who had the top of the 8th, 3-1 Twins. So Chance now with a 2-run lead. He'll face Hansen, the pitcher's spot in Buford. So Hansen 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to hit a ground ball to Versailles. Over to first for out number 1. So let's see. We're going to pinch hit for Wilhelm here. So Smokey Burgess. See if that makes sense. So lefty, yep. So he'll come on the pinch hit for the pitch in the pitcher's spot. Burgess hitting even 300, 3 for 10 so far in the season with an RBI. Hit just 133 on the actual season. He's lined up in the pitch. Oh, impossible home run here. This could bring them within a run if Burgess can get a hold of one here. Chance gives up a lot of home runs and Burgess hits a lot. And that will be a home run for pinch hit home for Smokey Burgess to make it a 3-2 game. So Burgess gets the run back. It's now just a 3-2 game. We're going to let Chance try to get through this. At least one more batter. Don Buford up now 0 for 3 on the day. And he's going to ground it out to Carew. Flips over to Killebrew for out number 2. So AG up now. AG's 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored. And he'll go down on strikes to end the inning. So Chance gets through 8. And it does give up a run. And it's a 3-2 game now. The pinch hit home run by Smokey Burgess. So the White Sox go to the pen again. No John Buzzhart. We don't want him in. A couple of righties coming up. No, Steve Jones is a lefty. We'll give it one more shot here. No, Steve Jones. So we'll pick one. We'll pick, let's see here. Howard pitched in yesterday's game. Higgins did too, I think. Alright. I guess we'll go with Fred Klages. Klages is going to come on. So Fred Klages on the pitch for the White Sox. He's pitched an inning, allowing a hitter strikeout. So Allison for the White Sox here, for the Twins, bottom of the 8th, up by a run. Allison 0 for 2 with a walk. 2-6, and that is going to be a strikeout for Klages. So next up will be Rich Rollins, who had an RBI double to give the Twins the lead at the time. I think it was to give them the lead. Either that or to tie the game. I think it was to give them the lead, though. 4-6. That's all the Hansen over to first for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down. Jerry Zimmerman up now 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitched by Klages. And that is going to be a base hit. So 2-out single for Zimmerman. That'll bring up Chance, and his day is going to be done. And he'll be pinch hit for. And Sandy Valdesprino will come on the pinch hit. Valdesprino hitting .250, 4 runs batted, 20 at bats. One hit just .165 in the actual season. Zimmerman gets his lead off first. And no, he takes a strike, so full count now. And he flies the next pitch out to Berry to end the inning. So that's going to be the closer, Worthington, to come on. He got the victory in yesterday's game. Came in to pitch the scoreless ninth. And Killebrew hit the walk-off homer in the bottom of the ninth, giving Worthington the win. So Worthington having a good season so far. Hit 1-0 record, 2 saves, 1.40 earned run average, 19 and third innings pitched, just 9 hits allowed, 25 strikeouts and only 6 walks. So he'll face Ward, McGraw, and Berry, the heart of the order, for the White Sox, down by a run. So Ward 2 for 3 on the day. And he'll go down on swing for out number 1. So McGraw up now. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Pitched by Worthington. Possible error on a grounder. That's going to be to Carew. And Carew will make the play for out number 2. So the White Sox down to their last out. Ken Berry is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Let's see if we maybe want to pinch hit for him. Not really much on the benches there, so we're going to go back and we're going to let Berry hit for himself. So Berry, representing the last out, needs to get on to keep the game going. By Worthington. Oh, just missed the single there off the pitcher card. See if we can get one off of his card. And that will be a fly ball to Berry. And Berry flies out to... No, it's not Berry. Berry will fly out to... It is Berry. So Ken Berry flies out to... Tony Oliva. That should be Tony Oliva out there. I'm sorry, not Tony Oliva. So that was strange. Oh, no, yeah. Ken Berry flies out to Tony Oliva. That makes sense. Never mind. All right, here. So let's Minnesota Twins win. So the Twins win back-to-back games. I'm not sure what they did in the first game. Who won that game? I think it might have been the White Sox. So let's check out the stats for the game. Oops. All right, so Dean Chance gets the win. He's 8-2. Pitched 8 solid innings, allowing just 6 hits, 2 runs. Only one of them was earned. A walk and 4 strikeouts, and the only run was a solo homer by a pinch hit homer by Smokey Burgess to pull the Twins within 1 at the time. White Sox within 1 at the time. Al Worthington gets his 3rd save of the year, pitching a scoreless 9th, striking out a batter. Gary Peters takes the loss, 3-2, just 6 in the 3rd innings, 5 hits allowed, 3 runs, all of them earned. Did walk 5 batters, that was his downfall. Walked 5 and struck out 5. He did hit a batter, hit the first batter of the game. And also had a big balk, which brought home the first Minnesota run with the bases loaded. Hoyt Wilhelm pitched 2/3 of innings, allowing 1 hit, no runs. And Clint pitched a scoreless inning, allowing a hit and striking batter. So for the Twins, Cesar Tovar was 0 for 1 with a run scored, walked twice, and got hit by a pitch. Rod Carew was 2 for 4 with a double. Versailles was 0 for 4. Cameron Killebrew, another good game, 2 for 3 with a runs scored, and an RBI. Walked once also. Also had a stolen base on the hit and run. That was botched hit and run. Tony Oliva 1 for 4 with a run scored. Bobby Allison was 0 for 3 with a walk. Rich Rollins 1 for 4 with a RBI and a double. And Jerry Zimmerman 1 for 3 with a walk. Dean Chance was 0 for 3. Val Desprino was 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter, and Elworth did not get in at bat. So player of the game we're going to give to Mr. Dean Chance, which 8 innings, allowing just 1 earned run, and getting his 8th victory of the season. So a good pitcher's duo overall. Peters was a little off his game, but good game nonetheless. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. My co-host, Mr. Brody, there on a hot September day in 2018, September 6th. We'll be back with a game from May 25th of 1967 in our next game of our 50th anniversary series here. So take care, God bless, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.